So listen, I have a challenge for you. I have a solution-focused brief therapy challenge for you. But before I get to my challenge, let me tell you why I think this is important. So over the past few weeks, I've been involved in several discussions on social media, people sending me emails, even some face-to-face stuff, on people talking to me about things they combine with solution-focused brief therapy, different approaches they mix with solution-focused brief therapy, and things people are doing to solution-focused brief therapy to try to make it work in session. So here's my challenge to you. When you're working with a client in session, I actually will challenge you to stick with solution-focused brief therapy and just ask them another question. The reason why this is so important is I've been saying for a very long time, solution-focused brief therapy is easy to understand, but it is hard to practice. It's easy to know what it is, but hard to know how to actually do it. So when you're sitting with a client and you're asking solution-focused brief therapy questions, what about so smart talking, and what would you notice, and what would your spouse notice, your friends notice, and how would you know that this was good for you? And all of those questions, they're so different from what the client expected, and they're so different from the fact that the client has been wrestling with a problem for so long that eventually you're going to get into a situation in the session where the client is struggling to answer. But that's a good thing. That means their mind is working and it's stretching and it's evolving and it's growing. So if you bail them out by giving them something else to do, you're actually hurting the change and the growth process. And sometimes therapists, because they're uncomfortable or anxious in those moments, they switch approaches. And it's almost like they think because the client is struggling, the approach is not working, so thus let me add some CBT, or add some motivational interviewing, or add some NLP, add some narrative, or whatever it might be. I challenge you to, in those moments, stick to the solution-focused brief therapy question process. Now, I'm not here to criticize people who combine things. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But people who have the opinion that solution-focused brief therapy can't work on its own, you're just wrong. There's scientific evidence. There's research to support the idea that this approach is effective if you just use it as a standalone approach. So I challenge you to not just combine theories because it's easier, to do the work and to practice and to train and to study so that your ability and skill to ask another question in the solution-focused brief therapy sequence becomes honed. So you know that the clients can answer the next question, and in answering the next question is their growth. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. In fact, you'll be amazed. When I first started doing solution-focused brief therapy, I was just as skeptical as everybody else. I watched a woman named Linda Metcalf do it, and I was blown away with what I was seeing. I literally didn't believe it. I didn't think it could be true. I mean, how could somebody's life get better who has, in the particular case that I saw, had tremendous anxiety, and they get asked this question about a miracle and their lives change? But the truth is, their lives change. It actually does work. It actually is effective as a stand-alone approach. It just takes you as the clinician to work hard and to practice and to get properly trained and get proper training material. That's why I do what I do. That's why I make videos like this. That's why I create training materials like what I create. Go on over to elliottconley.com and you can find all kinds of things, because I want you to really understand that if you work hard and you practice, you can really use this approach as a standalone approach, and there's research evidence to support you. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you accept my challenge. Go practice. When you come to those hard, sticky moments in session, perhaps what the client needs is another solution-focused brief therapy question and not another approach. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a like, give me a share it on social media. If you're watching this video in any other place other than my blog on elliottconley.com, head on over there on that website. I've got tons of free stuff. I really do want to help you. And also, like always, leave comments below this video. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your ideas. I would love to hear your responses. I know some of the things I said in this video are a little bit controversial, but I want to hear what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.